This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Pinewood Gardens residents calling out Member of Parliament for the area Reuben Ramming. Community activist Gerard Darville is calling on the area representative to make transparent the capital grant for the area. You see, back in August 2017, the government passed a constituency capital grant bill which provides for the allocation of $100,000 per annum for each of the 39 constituencies throughout the country for development of a constituency and connected purposes. Well, Mr. Darville says on December 30th last year, he wrote a letter to Mr. Ramming requesting to see proof on how the monies are being spent from the grant, along with his long-term plans for the area and its residents. Mr. Darville says a lot needs to be done in the area.
We want to know who is receiving these contracts in Pinewood, because nobody in Pinewood says that they're receiving any of these contracts. We have reports that persons outside of the constituency are receiving these contracts. We want to know where is the money being spent, because like the building behind us, we could see that the money was supposed to upkeep public institutions, public buildings in Pinewood, and it's not being done. We would like to make an outcry so that we could have at least some sort of answers, because he's not answering us. Over $200,000 of our tax-paying money, and we have yet to see where has it gone. We haven't seen any sort of setup. We haven't seen, you could look in Pinewood and you could see $200,000 ain't being spent inside you, quite frankly.
Mr. Darville also expressing concern as it relates to contracts issued for the cleaning of roadways, school repairs, and other miscellaneous projects, which he feels should be issued to residents of Pinewood Gardens. However, he says those contracts are being outsourced to persons outside of the constituency. Now, Mr. Darville says attempts were made to follow up with the MP, however, with no success.
He has me blocked. I don't know why he has me blocked, but he only getting one tick on the WhatsApp. I been there. The lady said that Miss Russell said that she sent it to him on his WhatsApp. He never responded back to us. And that's why we're here now, because we want to make a further outcry, because it's not just me. If it's something personal with me, it's not just me. It's the whole constituency that is being affected. You represent us as a constituency.
Now, along with the call for Mr. Ramming to be transparent, Mr. Darville, who has been a resident of Pinewood for the past 8 years, is also calling for greater police presence.
We understand it may be a bit cumbersome, but in order to defer persons with ill intentions of the residents in Pinewood, we need the police to be visible. We need it because, just the other day they had a shooting, and the shooting went on for about 3 minutes. They say they have short spotter, whatever it's called, but the shooting happened for about 3 minutes. The fellas running wild in the streets, and they say they have short spotter, but we just need for us to be able to come together, and it starts from the head. If persons don't see leadership doing what they feel is necessary inside the neighborhood, then everything is running.
Mr. Darville says as the Free National Movement ran a campaign of transparency, he wishes only to meet with the Pinewood MP to address issues with the community. Our news team also reached out to the Pinewood MP multiple times. However, we were unsuccessful up to news time. 31 Haitian migrants apprehended in the Ragged Island chain early this morning. Royal Bahamas Defense Force officials say the migrants were apprehended on an uninhabited key north of Ragged Island. Acting on information received, the HMBS LL Smith, under the command of Senior Lieutenant Sean Adderley, executed investigations confirming the suspected migrant sighting. RBDF officials say the migrants all appear to be in fair health. A further search of the key and surrounding areas is being conducted by the RBDF, assisted by the Ragged Island fishing community. This is the first migrant apprehension for 2020 executed by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. In crime news, police recovering at least 2 firearms and a quantity of ammunition over the weekend. Police also have 2 males in custody in connection with at least 1 recovery. It was shortly after 3 a.m. Sunday that mobile division officers were on patrol on Apple Street when they observed 2 males in a yellow Toyota Passo acting in a suspicious manner, and further observed one of the males throw an object from the window. The officers stopped the vehicle, conducted a search of it and the area where the object was thrown, drone and recovered a 9mm pistol with 4 rounds of ammunition. These men are expected to be formally charged before a magistrate's court this week. In another incident, shortly after 4 p.m. Sunday, anti-gang and firearms officers acting on information conducted a search of an abandoned building on Laird Street off Blue Hill Road and recovered a .22 revolver. No arrest was made. Police are investigating these incidents. 2 shootings here in the capital leaves 2 men with minor injuries, the incidents occurring on Sunday. It was shortly before 7 p.m. A group of men were standing in front of a home on Sampson Street, Nassau Village, when 2 armed men came from a silver Honda Accord and opened fire in their direction, hitting 1 man before running away. Paramedics were called to the scene and transported the injured man to the hospital, where he was treated and discharged. An hour later, another male was walking in the community of Gleniston Garden subdivision when he was approached by a male armed with a firearm who shot him before getting into a dark-colored vehicle and speeding away. The victim was transported to hospital where he was treated and discharged. Police are investigating. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.